Have you ever felt like you are spinning your wheels? You are busy, you are tired, you are doing everything right, but your bank account is stagnant. You feel like the world is against you. I was there. I remember sitting in my beat-up car, hitting the steering wheel, screaming, "Why is this happening to me? Why can't I catch a break?" I was waiting for a break. I was waiting for someone to save me. I was waiting for the government, for a mentor, for a miracle. I was exactly where Brian Tracy was in his early 20s. He wasn't born rich. He didn't go to Ivy League schools. He was a laborer. He washed dishes in the back of a hotel. He dug wells. He stacked lumber. He was stuck in the grind. Then he discovered a psychological switch, a hidden rule, that changed his trajectory instantly. It wasn't a business tactic. It wasn't a stock tip. It was a mindset shift. It's called the law of responsibility. And honestly, it's going to piss some of you off. It might hurt your feelings. It might make you want to click away. But if you stay, it might just save your life. Brian was sitting in a small apartment, freezing cold because he couldn't afford heat, surrounded by unpaid bills. He was 21 years old. He looked around his tiny room and realized a terrifying truth. No one is coming to save me. No one is coming. The government isn't coming to pay your rent. Your parents aren't coming to fix your career. The lottery isn't coming. That is the moment his life changed. We love to blame. It is the human default setting. We blame the economy. We blame the president. We blame our boss. We blame our upbringing. We blame our ex-partners. Brian says, accept complete responsibility for everything you are and everything you will ever be. The moment you blame someone else, you give them your power. You become a victim. And victims don't get rich. Victims get sympathy, but they don't get success. If you think your boss is the reason you are underpaid, you are a prisoner of your boss. You are waiting for him to change. But if you realize you are underpaid because you haven't improved your skills or demanded more value, you are free to change. You take the power back. Brian teaches that negative emotions, anger, envy, resentment, jealousy, are the biggest blocks to success. They are like driving with the parking brake on. You can press the gas all you want, but you aren't going anywhere. You're just burning out your engine. And what fuels negative emotions? Blame. You cannot be angry at someone unless you blame them for something. When you stop blaming, you stop being angry. It is physically impossible to accept responsibility and be angry at the same time. Responsibility acts like a tranquilizer for negativity. I remember blaming my lack of connections for my business failing. I don't know the right people, I said. It's a club and I'm not in it. Once I accepted it was my lack of networking skills, the anger vanished. I could fix a lack of skills. I couldn't fix a cruel universe. You cannot fix what you do not own. Own your mess. Own your failures. Because if you own them, you can change them. Brian suggests a simple, practical exercise. Whenever you feel angry, frustrated, or like a victim, catch yourself. Stop the thought immediately and say out loud, I am responsible. I am responsible. I am responsible. It sounds weird. It sounds simplistic. But it acts like a circuit breaker for negativity. It snaps you back to reality. Your car broke down. I am responsible. I should have maintained it better, or earned more to buy a better one. Lost the client. I am responsible. I should have prepared better, or followed up faster. Did you gain weight? I am responsible. This puts you back in the driver's seat. It moves you from why me to what next. It moves you from a passive child to an active adult. It is hard. It hurts the ego. But it heals the bank account. Complaining is like vomiting on yourself. It doesn't solve the problem and it makes people not want to be around you. That is a harsh Brian Tracy truth, but it is necessary. Successful people don't complain. They solve problems. Have you ever met a rich, happy victim? No. They don't exist. If you are complaining about your salary, you have three choices: accept it, change it, or leave. Complaining is not a strategy. Complaining keeps you stuck in the problem instead of moving toward the solution. When I stopped complaining about my bad leads and started generating my own, my income tripled. The energy I was using to complain was channeled into creating solutions. I turned my whining into working. Responsible people are future-oriented. Victims are past-oriented. Victims spend hours replaying old hurts, old failures, old arguments. They are walking backwards into the future, staring at the past. They trip over everything because they aren't looking where they are going. Brian says you can't change the past. It is gone. It is a sunk cost. But you can ruin the future by worrying about the past. Take responsibility for your future. Where do you want to be in 5 years? If you don't like where you are, move. You are not a tree. You are the architect of your own destiny. This shift from looking back in anger to looking forward in hope is the energy you need to build wealth. Let's recap. The hidden rule is radical responsibility. 1. No one is coming to save you. You are the hero of your own movie. Save yourself. 2. Blame is giving away your power. Stop doing it. Keep your power. 3. Use the mantra, I am responsible. Say it until you believe it. 4. Stop complaining immediately. It repels success and attracts losers. 5. Focus on the future, not the past. Build what comes next. This is heavy stuff. It is easier to play the victim. It feels good to say it's not your fault. It comforts the ego to say the system is rigged. But do you want to be right, or do you want to be rich? Do you want sympathy, or do you want success? Brian Tracy chose to be rich. I chose to be rich. Now you have to choose. If this video made sense to you, smash that like button right now. Comment the word responsible below. By typing it, you are signing a contract with yourself. I'll send you a free PDF on how to reprogram your mind for success. Subscribe and turn on the bell because tomorrow we are breaking down the legendary Eat That Frog method in just 9 minutes.